Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Inner Swim YouTube yoga channel. I'm Jaylyn, and I have a short and lovely yin yoga flow that will just help to open up and soften through the hips and the spine. And the best part is you don't need any equipment, just a little bit of space and maybe something cushiony to practice on. So we're going to begin on our backs. So when you're ready, you can plant your feet and just gently roll back. And arriving here on your yoga mat, your space. So with your feet still planted, you might like to rest your palms on your lower belly or have your arms out to the sides. And just taking a moment, perhaps to close your eyes. And take some nice slow breaths into the belly. Arriving to your practice. Checking in with the body today. And perhaps setting an intention to just breathe and be with the body for the next little while. So inviting some gentle movement now with your feet planted just under your knees. We'll start to rock through the pelvis. So rocking the pelvis forward, create a nice arch through your spine, lifting the spine away from the ground. And then rocking the pelvis back, you close that space and the pelvis tips back and up. So just moving like that as you breathe in, you can rock the pelvis forward. And as you breathe out, rocking the pelvis back. So just moving through that lower spine and the pelvis and the hips. Pressing down firm through your feet. Let's do a couple more. Inhaling and exhaling. And now, as you inhale and rock the pelvis forward, lift the toes off of the floor, just the toes. And as you exhale, relax the toes down, rock the pelvis back. Let's do a couple like that. Inhale, toes lift, pressing through those feet. And exhale as you rock back the toes, relax. Good, one more. Inhale as you rock forward. Exhale to rock back. Good, and then just bring the pelvis back to neutral, resting right on that flat, bony part at the back of the pelvis. And then step your feet out about as wide as your yoga mat if you're using one, or a little wider than your hips. The arms will go out to the side, maybe bending through the elbows. And then just drop both of your knees over to the right, coming into a little bit of a twist. And then back through center with the knees and over to the left. So we'll just rock back and forth like this a few times. Feeling that lovely internal rotation and external rotation with the hips. And now as you rock both knees to the right, we'll pause and just linger there for a few breaths. Breathing into the belly. And bring the knees back through center and over to the left. And again, we'll pause for a few breaths. Breathing into the belly. And knees come back through center. Go ahead and hug them right into your chest now, pressing the whole spine into the floor. Resting the shoulder blades into the mat, into the ground. Maybe rocking a bit side to side here. And then taking some lovely circles. You're going to circle the knees in space. Gently massaging that sacrum and the lower back. Good, and then we'll circle in the opposite direction. So just some really nourishing movements for the hips and the lower spine especially. And when you feel complete, come back to center. We're going to hug the right knee in and extend the left leg all the way out onto the ground. So that left leg can just relax and lengthen, and the right leg, you can just hug it in and let that right hip go soft, and the shoulder blades grow heavy into the ground. And you breathe into the belly. Beautiful. Now we'll take this right leg across the body into a twist. So hold on to that right leg with your left hand and draw it across your body all the way over, just as far as it wants to go. Maybe the foot touches down on the ground, but it doesn't have to. And then your right arm can reach out to the right, bringing you into a nice twist. Your gaze can go over to the right, and then just relax the body. Try to keep both sides of the waist nice and long. And breathing here. That bottom leg is heavy into the floor. And now bring your head back through center. Bring that right knee back into the chest, back to center. And then open up the right leg to the right now. Creating a little more space in the right groin. And just letting that right leg fall open. Just a bit here as you breathe. And soften. Beautiful. And when you're ready, bring that right knee back to center, back to neutral. And now interlace your fingers behind the thigh and extend that right leg up toward the ceiling. And you can point or flex your toes. Relax the shoulder blades into the mat. And so you're not pulling on your leg here at all, you're just supporting it as it lengthens up toward the ceiling. And try to keep that right hip in line with the left hip, both sides of the waist long, and you're reaching with the foot. Breathing into the belly. Good. Just 1 or 2 more breaths. And then release that leg, bring the hands to the mat, and slowly lower the right leg all the way down and out. Oh, and just rest for a breath. See how you feel from side to side here. And when you're ready, hug that left knee in. And we'll start just with a gentle hug, letting the weight of your hands and your arms do all the work. That right leg is heavy. When you're ready, bring that left leg across the body into that twist. And again, just as far as feels available today. Don't force or strain. Reach that left arm out, twisting through the neck as you look beyond your left thumb. Beautiful twist through the whole spine. Enjoy another breath. And bring your head back through center. Bring the left leg back through center. And then we'll open the left leg out to the left side now. Letting it just kind of drop open as you open through the hips and the groins. And breathe into the belly. Beautiful. And bringing that left leg back through center. We'll interlace the fingers behind the thigh now and stretch that left leg up toward the ceiling. And breathing here. Again, don't pull the leg, just focus on extending it straight up toward the sky as you breathe. Relax the shoulders. Don't worry if the leg isn't all the way straight. Just extend, extend, and breathe. You can let that leg almost relax into your palms. Good. Just another breath or two. And then release the leg and lengthen it out as you lower it down. Slowly, slowly, with control, all the way back to the mat. Just take a breath here to integrate. And from here, we're going to roll up onto our left side. So your left arm can go up overhead to support your head and create a little pillow. And then your bottom leg can bend forward. Your top leg, we're going to lift. And then bend that top leg, bend the right knee, and see if you can reach around for the foot. Holding the top of that foot or the ankle, We're just gently opening up through the thigh and the front of the hip here. So not too much force, no force, not too much effort really. We're just gently opening up, rolling that shoulder back and breathing here. Just a couple breaths. Good. Try to bend that heel into the glute. Reach that knee away for another breath. And then release the foot. Stack the legs once again. And just go ahead and roll onto your back. We're going to roll right up onto the other side. Bending that bottom leg for a little more support. You can extend that top leg, bend the knee, grab hold of the top of the foot or the ankle or the shin, whatever you've got there, and then reach that knee away as you gently press the front of the hip open. So that's the part where the top of the thigh and the pelvis meet and also connect with the belly. We're opening up that space there. For just a few breaths. Enjoy another breath as you squeeze that heel into the glute. Reach that knee away and then let the foot go. Stack the legs. And this time we're going to stretch the legs out and just roll onto our bellies. So coming right down onto your belly. Maybe making a little pillow with the hands as you rest your head for a breath or two. So we're going to finish up with a couple of yang postures to reactivate and bring a little bit of renewed energy into the body. So with your legs outstretched, we're going to plant the palms next to the ribs here with the elbows pointed back. Lengthen those legs away and just gently press into the palms. Engage the muscles of the spine and the belly to lift and lengthen yourself up into a short cobra, a baby cobra. And then gently lower back down. So we're going to flow like that a few times. Take a big breath in to press and lift. Lengthening the heart forward and up, and exhale as you come down. Once more, inhale, lengthen the heart forward and lift. And exhale as you come down. So we're going to transition back now, and you can either repeat the baby cobra, or as you inhale now, try to extend your arms out even a little bit more, keeping a slight bend to the elbows. Maybe the belly lifts away from the floor. And as you exhale, bend the knees and press yourself all the way back into a nice child's pose. So you can bring the legs together, round the back, rest your head. And your arms can just extend back alongside you for a moment as you release and breathe. So you can either stay here in child's pose or finish off the practice with me in a little downward dog. So with the palms forward, coming onto the hands and the knees, tuck the toes, and just a short downward dog here as you lift the hips. Maybe taking socks off if you have them on. I know I'm slipping a little bit. Okay, I'll take them off with you. So a short dog, lifting those hips, extending the arms, the legs, the spine. To finish off your practice here, lengthen and feel the strength through all the limbs as you breathe and drop your head down toward the ground. So if you're still in child's pose, you can stay there if you wish. And if you're in the downward dog with me, you can walk the palms back now toward your feet. Bend the knees. So you're hanging over your legs now in an easy forward fold. And we'll roll up the spine, slowly, slowly, rolling the hips under. The head is the last thing to come up. Oh, and standing tall. Inhale the shoulders up toward the ears. And exhale, rolling the shoulders down your back, opening your heart. Maybe you'd like to take a final breath as you inhale and reach the arms up toward the ceiling. Opening up the heart and your gaze toward the ceiling. And exhale as the arms circle around and down. Maybe finishing with the palms in front of the heart. And a big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And your practice is now complete. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and you love practices like these. And visit us at innerswim.com for courses, one-on-ones, and more full-length offerings. Thank you so much. Namaste. And I'll see you in the next video.